Hello there. How are you today? Excellent news. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. I'm out and about down the Cowal Peninsula today because the forecast is absolutely appalling. Just heavy rain, and it's just started now. So I was having to think to myself, where can I go? I can't go high because it's pouring down and it's all going to be clogged out. But I want to go, and I've been here before. This is Pucks Glen, and I thought, what a better place to go than Pucks Glen on a really, really wet day. Shall we go and explore? So, the saying goes that this is the home of the magical and very mysterious Ghillie Dhu. Whatever that is, I'll have to Google that, and if I can find out more I shall put it on the screen now. But apparently it's very rare to see this Ghillie Dhu, but I think it must be very good luck if you do spot it. But this place is just a fantastic place to visit in the rain. It really does. It's so much better than in sort of like bright light. The colours are vibrant, and the greens from the Douglas firs. It is quite magical. So I've got the car roof tent again with me this evening, and this will be its third outing. So you joined us on the first one. Last week we were out and we went around the Cowal Peninsular on like a mini road trip just to see what it was like, and it was a great trip. I didn't video it, sorry. I did take a couple of photographs of the setup, which should be on the screen now, and well, it's perfect for these kind of situations, you know, where you can pop it on the roof, of which we are superstars at now, by the way, and set off and just take in some of these walks. So officially, this is the end of the working week, being a Friday, and therefore officially this is where I start doing less hours, because the last time we spoke I told you I was going to be dropping down to 3 days, 24 hours, and well, today is the day that day has come. So what do you think of that? We've got all the gear, haven't we? Now we just need the idea. How are we going to fill this time? Exploring Scotland and documenting as much as I possibly can. Why not? I'm not responsible for that, but it's a fine piece of art. So my plan this afternoon is to jump back in the car after visiting this place and head round the coast, down Holy Lock, down past Kilman, and round the peninsula to Ardentini. Now I've cycled through Ardentini before, but never really stopped to smell the roses, so tonight I'm going to look to see if I can find somewhere to camp there. I don't know if there'll be free parking. There is a spot that's that requires £7 to park as part of the forestry, which I'm very happy to pay for. So what do you think of Pucks Glen then? There's about 3 routes here. There's a black route, which is the longest, and then red and orange. And it truly is a magical place, isn't it? And I think it's so much better when it's raining. So if you are in the area, either on holiday or just looking for somewhere to explore on a wet day, bring your waterproofs and come and explore Pucks Glen on the Cowal Peninsular on the way to Dunoon. You won't regret it. I'm almost back at the car now, and this is bringing this little walk to an end. Getting a bit peckish now actually. I hope I brought enough food with me. I've certainly brought enough drink. Right, let's get back to this car now, and then we'll take a drive around the coast and down round to Ardentini.
It's gone and traffic's so much better. M70 still got queues back to 18, the Sinister Island Junction.
Wasn't, unfortunately.
No, Susie. First one, what do you go through? And the other was, forgotten her name, she was lovely as well.
Hello there, welcome back. Right, I'm down at Ardentini, and I found myself a reasonably quiet place to pitch. I'm in my shelter. I'll show you around this in a short while. I've got the tent up, so everything's good. Rain's just come on, so I'm just hiding at the moment and having a wee drink. Good news, the rain's off, but the midge is out. No. Good news, the rain's off. Bad news, the midge is out. So, this is the setup. Well, you've seen the rooftop tent, looking very splendid. And this is its 3rd time out now. We went out last week, I think I mentioned it, around the Cowal Peninsular, and it was a very, very comfortable night. Great success. I'm finding it quite easy to set it up now. I can get it pitched up in very, very quickly, 3-4 minutes at the most. This is on my own as well. Mrs. Boardman helped me put it on the car, and we've got that down to a fine art as well now. And then the other thing that I had in the past was the tarp, and the tarp's great if you've got somewhere to put the pegs in, but if you've got nowhere to peg it, then you're looking for stones and so on and so forth and that kind of stuff. So I was on the lookout for something that I could just spring up only for car camping. And after a lot of research and actually a couple of letdowns, I actually ordered different shelters from different companies. Both let me down, and I ended up going to go outdoors, and I had a look and go outdoors, and they had one on the shelf, so I just took it. And this is the Westlake Cougar, and it's absolutely perfect. It's really, really good. It's quite light. I mean, it doesn't matter really because it goes in the boot of my car, but it springs up in no time, almost freestanding. It does come with some very, very robust pegs, but It also has a ground sheet, which I don't use. It's like a tarp. It's very, very heavy duty. And then it's got these stakes, but it has a skirt that goes around the edges, and if you needed to, you could just put some stones or something quite weighty on the skirt, just in case you couldn't get the pegs in. But I can see and hear all the purists scowling already. Let me show you inside. I'm going to keep the door closed because of the midge. But as you can see, it's plenty big enough. I've got this table here, so I'm going to be doing my tea on this soon. The obligatory beer, just a basket with some bits and pieces in and beer and all that kind of stuff. But you can see there's loads of space inside. This is the no-seeing midging net, and again I can velcro like a plastic sheet onto the front if I want, or I can just roll this up. There's 3 possibilities, and the whole front actually rolls right back, so you can have this wide open. It is actually a fishing shelter stroke bivvy, so you can, it's for guys that's just gonna, or ladies that's gonna go fishing, and some velcro straps outside that you can put your fishing rods. But as I'm not a fishing person, and I'm not going to use it for that. But what do you think? It's pretty good, isn't it? Well, the rain's gone off now, which is turned into a very, very nice evening. I'm all fed and watered. You can just see where I am behind me now. So it's a lovely place. It's quite busy here down the beach, and you've got some big tents and some big gazebos and some music going, which I'm not quite used to, but it's okay. I've got a good spot. But this is Ardentini, is this, and then over there you've got Culport, which is the naval base. So we're on Loch Long now. If you head up that way, you end up in Arica. Welcome to the Temp Box on top of the car. It's nearly 9 o'clock, so I'm about done. I've put anything that should be protected in the boot of my car, which is good. So welcome. You can see this is inside. I've got a lantern here which Mrs. Boardman bought. Let's just turn that down a little bit, and it's a fine lantern too. And you've got these 2 skylights. So I've just got the no-seeing mesh now. Everything's open. That's open to the fly now. I can't ever see a situation where I would actually have them closed unless the wind was driving the rain underneath the fly. But the ventilation that these 2 things offer is just absolutely fantastic. You've got a front window, the back window, the side window, and side window, all with no seam on them as well, so no midges getting in. So again, I've got this one sort of like a third down, so ventilation coming through there, protected by the outside fly, ventilation there, so all the heat that's going to come from me during the night is just going to escape straight away. I can't see a situation where this is ever going to produce condensation to the point where it's ever going to be a problem. So I'm on my own this evening, lots of space. I've got a few beers here, I've got some space here, I've got some space here. I'm in a good place. Right, I hope you like it. If you've got any questions, do ask. Drop a message down below and I'll try answer them, but it is rock solid. Rock solid. Okay, right, I'm going to turn in for the night. We'll pick this up in the morning for coffee and then we'll take a drive home. See you in the morning. Bye for the new. Good morning. Well, I slept very well. It was a peaceable night, which was good. I'm glad I brought the earplugs up because there were people having a lot of fun, but that's what happens when you camp near humans, isn't it? No rain. So I've got everything packed away in the car and the tent box packs up. It's about 8:15 now, I think, so I'm about done. I'll just have one last look down at this beach. I would come back, but probably getting into winter time or something when it's probably just a little less popular, because it is a nice spot. Most definitely. But I've had a coffee, so with a bit of luck I get back to Arica in under an hour, and then I can have a bit of breakfast with Mrs. Boardman. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed Pucks Glen yesterday. It looked really good. Really enjoyed that. I must take Mrs. Boardman to see it because she's not seen it. And the Temp Box was excellent. Really enjoying it. That's its third outing now, so we'll get a few more of them in winter time, I think. I'll probably, well, if the weather improves, we'll get a little bit of hiking and wild camping done, I think, but the weather's got to improve significantly for that to happen. If that doesn't happen, just take the tent box, go for hikes, just like yesterday. Right, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, give us a thumbs up. Any questions, drop them in the comments, and well, I'll see you on the next time. Bye for the now.